Served the U.S. Army, was deported back to Africa after serving the United States Army. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I remain Francis. On this channel, we share content about migration and we talk about the daily experiences of immigrants so that lessons can be learned. The story of this man that I'm about to share with you today, when I first heard this story, I was shocked. Lots of people are in similar experiences. Hopefully, one or two people will learn lesson from this young man, this gentleman's experience. This brother is originally is an African. He moved to the United States of America on a student visa in 1998. Whilst he was studying in America, he was approached by an army recruitment officer who asked him if he would be interested in joining the American army. In return, he would be granted a pathway to citizenship. The guy said, when he was asked this question, he said, yes, American army, they are respected all over the world. Therefore, it's a no-brainer, as we say in the UK, for him not to take the offer to join American army. I want you to tell me what your views are by leaving your comment in the comment section. Do you think it is right, fair, for someone who's put his life for any country, to serve a country, for you to be deported? Do you think it's fair? Leave your comment in the comment section. Do you know anyone who's planning to join American army? What is their experience? Hopefully somebody will learn from this story. This gentleman joined American army later. He said he didn't have any problem whilst he was in the American army. He later realized when he was told that the recruiter who recruited him into the army recruited him to fill his quota. So the recruiter has every year, there are certain allocations that they have to meet, certain targets that they have to meet to recruit a quota of people into the army. The guy said the recruiter was later found to be fraudulent in the sense that he was recruiting people in the United States who did not have the right paper. But this gentleman, he did not know. He wasn't part of it. He joined the U.S. Army because he saw it as an opportunity to serve the United States and get citizenship at the end. The guy said he was stripped of his citizenship. He left the army in 2007. He was stripped of his citizenship certificate and the VA card. Those of you who are watching us from America know what VA card is. It's a card that you are given as a veteran who has served the U.S. Army, and that card allows you to access certain benefits in the United States of America. The guy said his ordeal did not end after he left the military. His ordeal did not end there. He was put in prison for 1 year because he said he couldn't understand why he was treated like that. He appealed against his immigration status, the fact that he was about to be deported to his home country. He appealed and he was locked up for a year. Leave your comment in the comment section. We are talking about somebody who served the United States of America, only for him to end up being imprisoned in the same United States of America. The guy was eventually deported back to Africa in 2007. He saw himself in Africa. Brethren, this man's story, there are lessons that we can learn. According to Professor Ross Gosberg, who is a professor at Berkeley University in the United States of America, thousands of people who serve the American army have been deported. This story is not surprising. According to this professor, this is a problem that is well known by the American authority. Information that was requested by the media from the Department of the Defense, they were referred to the Department of Veteran Affairs, and the Veteran Affairs Department told them that this is a matter for the Homeland Security. So three departments, they are just passing the blame from one person to another. We're talking about people who have served the United States Army. This guy found himself in Africa. He did not give up. He wanted to return back to America because he said the United States is a country that he believed that he has earned the right to live in America and be regarded as an American citizen. If a man or woman can put their life on the line for any nation, he or she, the least that they should be rewarded with is citizenship. Because there are a lot of people who do not have citizenship. They join foreign army. Some of them died in the battlefield fighting for the country that they love and they want to be part of. And they are those ones that died. Imagine if this guy has died in the battlefield. His family, what would have happened to his family? If the army later said the man wasn't supposed to be in the army, let's assume this brother was married with children and he was living in the United States of America. He was served abroad for combat and he died, and the army later found out that he wasn't even supposed to be in the American army. What do you think would have happened to his family? Leave your comment in the comment section, because the only reason we are talking about this guy's story today is because the guy is alive and he's sharing his story, and he has been able to fight his cause. If the guy had died in the battlefield, who would have fought his cause? Lessons can be learned in this story. If you know anyone who's planning to join the U.S. Army, please kindly share this video with them. And if you know anyone, if you're currently serving in the U.S. Army, I want to know what your experience is. If you're a foreigner currently serving in the U.S. Army, I want to know what your experience is. This gentleman, after he linked up with, there are organizations of deported American soldiers. And in fact, there is one that is very, very popular. It's called African Soldier who were deported, who served American Army and were deported. With the help of organizations and some Americans who were incensed that people who have fought for the United States of America have been deported is wrong. With their help, this gentleman was now able to return back to America after 14 years in Africa. After 14 years in Africa, this brother only returned back to the US in 2022. Just 2 years ago, he managed to return back to America. As we are talking today, some of the benefits, according to him, some of the benefits that he's entitled to He's not currently accessing them, and he's not still fighting the case. There are lessons that we can all learn from this. The US is saying that the reason he was deported is because the recruiter who recruited him into the American army recruited him fraudulently. That the recruiter knows that he or she was struggling to meet the quota that they are supposed to get every year into the army. They started recruiting people who are in the United States illegally to join the army. But in this guy's case, according to him, he was a student. He was not in the United States illegally. He was there studying on a student visa when this person approached him and told him to come and join the American army. So there are lessons that we can all learn from these brother stories. We thank God that he is now back in the United States of America. But I want to know what your views are. 14 years he stayed in Africa after being deported. Add the 1 year that he spent in jail. So this man for 15 years, his only crime was that he was recruited to join the US Army by somebody who is the wrong person. Let me know what your views are in the comment section. Hopefully, somebody will learn a lesson from it. If you're seeing value in this content, you can support this channel if you haven't subscribed by subscribing. Leave your comment in the comment section. Give this video a like so that many people from our community will see. Our goal is to educate and inform our people. The world is going through lots of challenges and unrest. Information is very important. Don't forget to share this video with anyone that you know will benefit. Leave your comment in the comment section. Support us by giving this video a like. I want to know what you think about this man's experience. Tomorrow I have a very good story to share with you. Thank you. I will join you. I'll see you guys soon. God bless. One love.